So the DHA guy dropped that box off at one of our neighbors, and they have little children, and so I can present to you this piece of adolescence art. Yeah, I probably cut it out and take it back down to them. Maybe their little kids want it back. Anyway, yeah, this is, sorry, I hope everything will be much smaller once we are inside, because, yeah, if you watched that video, I was not so lucky with add-on wide-angle lens for my iPad. No, I wasn't, so I'm working around here. Oi. And we have styrofoam. Lots of styrofoam pieces, and oh my god, plastic pieces. Also, well, it's very well packed. Let's see if it was really well packed. And how do I get that out here? More cardboard. Oh. Yeah, it's moving. Cardboard comes nearer. Oh. More packaging. Sorry, this will be a tour de force. Oh. Okay, now you see a lot of empty carton. Something else in there? Yes! My god! Can you see that? It was not the neighbor's kids. It was the kid of the guy who sold me the item in question. We will have a look at it in a second. Okay. I need to clean up and try to get this monster here somehow on camera. Just a second. So what we have here is an Epson GT-8500 scanner. And you might say, another scanner takedown. Yeah. Turns out that, just a second, that guy here, the Canon scan light scanner, does not fit my space requirements to be turned into a UV exposure unit. It simply didn't work out. It will be clear in the as soon as I publish the first video about that exposure unit. Well, that isn't working. So I thought, go big, and bought for a few bucks as a defect from eBay an old scanner, a large scanner with a lot of space inside, obviously. And well, let's see what's inside there. I guess it will be the antithesis to that, basically. Yeah, more or less one chip solution. Yeah, that was the main chip. Look at the video. And the one LED. Sorry, One LED solution. I have to clear my throat. Be back in a sec. So yeah, it has the same scan area, A4, and yeah, it has a lid which we basically can you see that still in picture, which we can somehow, I think it's removable. I hope so. Says unlock, but that's probably something totally different. I have here a big, like a washing machine unlock screw, but yeah, that's unlocked now. This is just snap in. So yeah, nothing special here, but for the fact that this is all PS polystyrene, yeah, so quite stiff. Let's get that out of the way and have a look at the back, and it has everything. So that's the back a little bit nearer. You have a real IEC power connector, which I probably will reuse. Some option slots, some two SCSI connectors, which I still have cables for. These SCSI cables, they are not 35 plus years old, or maybe just 25. Some software, SV, SW, on-off switch, and a SCSI ID selector. And a parallel port, and something that's called FG with a screw. Maybe it's for ground. Yeah, I'm obviously with these interfaces. I mean, SCSI is still going strong, but probably not that SCSI. Yeah, let's try to get that thing to pieces, huh? So we're here at the back, quite away from the front. And there are two screw holes here, and these things, I guess, these are user solvable for attaching, you know, some paper feet or something else. Looks like that. Looks like the part. But there are also two screws here. And if we lose those, something might happen. Yeah, the whole thing lifts up, and oh, little detail. Wait a sec. See those loose screws here? I wasn't in here yet, so somebody was in here before. Ah, I feel violated. On a second thought, these are exactly the screws I just loosened up, so I have no idea how they were holding anything together. In fact, I retightened these screws, and you can still lift the case up, but then at the front something is not working. So let's see if we can find, and I do this now in one smooth move. Okay, not so smooth, but in one move. Oh, and there are two buttons here, operate and reset. Cool. Maybe I make this also a two-button interface, I don't know. But I have currently, let's go back up. I have currently absolutely no idea how to get the cover off. So I lift it at the back and then I'm kinda stuck and I don't want to use force. So yeah, let's turn that around and have a look at the back. Oh. And there are in fact two screw holes and these one, two, and these very, very, very beefy buttons. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I will use them. So let's, and you see there is a cover on the back, which is a little bit bent. Let's unscrew these. Oh, well, and when we are at the back, we can unscrew the whole cover, huh? I hope these are all the same screws. Otherwise I will have problems. Yeah. Getting it all back together after it's empty. I mean, that's the idea. Nothing is attached. Oh, okay. Different screws. Give me a sec. Oh, we come to the no user solvable stuff inside, and the first thing you noticed, yeah, I already shown that little board in the Canon scanner that does everything, and yeah, look at that stepper motor. That's it's not a NEMA 14, that's NEMA 23 at least. I have to measure that, but yeah, one board, which is the power supply board, and another board. I guess we turn the thing over and have a look what's going on the other side of the fence, okay? So, the mechanics we have. Oh no, this is so unbelievable. This is sorry, change the perspective. Look at the kind of switches they used here at the front. This is unbelievable, and this is of course a momentary switch, the reset switch. This is obviously the on switch, and yeah, I leave that guys in for the moment. Then we have coming out of his garage. The scanner unit, which might or might not be easy to get out. Yeah, seems to be easy enough. If you know how. Now I can't get it back in. I have to yeah, I have no idea how they put that in. So I would like to get it out in one piece, if possible. But it doesn't appear too easy. Or maybe it is. Oh no, there are screws in from the back. So the guide, and it's not really a guide rod, I have no idea how I should call that, is obviously attached from both sides. Here are a few more screws. Okay, we're not quite there, are we? Yes, we are. And the whole assembly, including the controller cable. Oopsie. Okay. Get that back in. Turn it around again. And I loosen that cable so we can get that out. Okay, this time it should come out without giving us trouble. Yeah. And here's the cable, complete with a nice, of course, ferrite core. Yeah, I put the big chunk aside and we have a look at the scanning unit. Now, we still have a little problem with the perspective, and yeah, so the thing is riding on a real toothed belt. On this side there's obviously the motor now missing. It's still in the case, I'll get it out in a second. Yeah, and the belt is, can I get the belt off? Yeah, spring loaded, everything, and connected here to the assembly, which rides on 4 wheels, and these are springy. On the outside of this quite sturdy guide. Yeah, let's get that belt out of the way. Yeah, and there are also teeth in here. Wait, I zoom. There are also teeth here that hold the belt absolutely in position. So yeah, this is really something. And then the outside is, sorry, zooming out again. and then the outside just yeah, is gliding in the case on some, yeah, rubber feet, and there's a screw in the back. I have to focus on that, which connects to the, like on your washing machine, to that big screw on the back where you can secure the whole assembly for transport. I mean, yeah, this is yeah, this is engineering, and I think with a big stepper motor and this nice belt, you can make something out of that. Not that I'm a maker. I don't see myself as a maker. It's such a new word. And I'm too old for new shit. Yeah. So can we open that assembly? It seems to have just a snap-on. Yeah. Snap-on cover to shield anything, and it's all black for optical reasons, so no reflective light will disturb the delicate optics that we will probably find in here. And the delicate optics consist of not one but 3 CFL lamps. Nice. And these are also snapped in the whole assembly somewhere, I guess, here at the side. Yeah, and then we have a mirror at the back. You can see that. And ooh, no, you can't see that. Let me put the exposure. Yeah, now I'm drowning it. Camera lens. You see that? Okay, putting the back to auto. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'll get that off and then we have a look-see. So that's the whole CFL lamp assembly. And of course you have a lot of conductors or ballasts. Some of them might be conductors, some might be ballast, yeah, to run these. So this is basically all, the whole board is all just to, yeah, to do the CFL lamps. So yeah, these are conductors, not capacitors. Yeah, it's single-sided, and I guess maybe we can switch it on at one point. Maybe at the end. Supply some voltage. Yeah, anyway, moving on to the other optics, which are kind of black and black, but that's okay. So above here was riding the CFL assembly, which had a slit. So the light reflected from that slit yeah, is falling onto this mirror, is reflected to this mirror, which reflects it down again to this mirror, and then it's reflected into that lens here, which can be or cannot be focused. Oh, have a look-see. Yeah, do I get the mirrors out or not? Yes, I will get the mirrors out. It's too easy not to, because this is a quality build, not some cheapy thing. And yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but this mirror seems to be, yeah. I'm trying to determine if that mirror is, you know, bent a little, but it's not. Mirror is absolutely flat. And then we have here a mirror. Ooh. Which is also absolutely flat. And we have the third mirror, which is that guy here. Which is, I would venture, also absolutely flat. Yeah. So widening up the view from the is all done within the lens here. It might be a really good lens. I have no idea yet. Okay, I don't want to keep that a secret from you. But this is, by the way, a massive, quite sturdy metal plate. Yeah, you saw that off somewhere, and together with the stepper motor you have a real nice linear moving assembly for whatever need. Yeah, back here is the board for the probably CCD unit in here. So can I get that out of the way? It's annoying me. So how do we disassemble that? Probably by taking these screws off. The whole thing seems to be spring loaded. And then we have inside here a lens. And what a lens! I mean, there are cameras that don't have lenses that are that good. It doesn't seem to be adjustable, so cannot really turn something. Just trying if what that lens is doing. So it's obviously turning upside down. Is there a focus area? Maybe the other side? Oh, okay. So, lens. No idea if that is usable in some way, but it's a lens. And then we have the CCD device itself. Which is small and has real legs, no SMD rubbish. And yeah, let's get the board out. Ooh, I mean, up to now I have the feeling this has been built like a tractor, so quite sturdy. So, and here comes the board, and one of these flat cables was going directly from the control boards, yeah, out of view right now, to the CFL board. Right here is the connector. And the other one goes to that CCD assembly, which is also quite big and sturdy, and mounted itself on a quite thick metal plate. I wonder why. Maybe some heat sinking going on? Well, let's find out. If anybody knows, because the pin count seems to be quite handleable, you can handle that, how to read out a CCD device like that with an Arduino, please let me know. Or with any other microprocessor, whatever is your flavor. But I suspect there might be some analog circuitry. I mean, I spot here something that might be a voltage regulator or not. Sorry, that thingy here, or transistor. And no, I can't get that metal plate off without desoldering the CCD. Sorry, flaring up a little bit here again. That's better. But still not in focus, huh? Yeah. Maybe we can clip that off. Well, doesn't appear to be really heat sinking something. And this is a real Epson part, by the way. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on the metal plate here. This is just for mechanical stabilization of yeah, the CCD unit, attaching it to the optics. Can have a close up on the chips, and I will try to find them on the internet. I mean, this unit is also quite old. Yeah, give me a sec. So this is obviously just a 74HC04, some logic chip. This is marked EY. I can't read anything of that little guy. But this is can I rub that off? Yeah, okay, that was the controller for the CCD, that is. The construction is, yeah, you see, is quite interesting, because this is one big massive metal plate, flat, so not bent, and all that, this is not metal, this is all plastic, and as you can see, it has been molded into the metal, or onto the metal plate in one go, including the plastic parts on the back. So yeah, very interesting. But now for the controller board or for the stepper motor. So a quick look at the stepper motor assembly, which comes with a nice flat cable and a convenient zero point 0.1 inch spaced flat cable, which is perfect for a breadboard. And there came some small plastic parts I found here lying around. I don't know. They look broken. They look broken. So yeah. I mean, I bought it as defect, as I said. Shipping not included. The size of the package, you can see why. You see the stepper motor assembly is, yeah, has also some gearing, and this is EM226 whatever. You probably find that little guy still in some catalog. But yeah, now let's go to the other side, to the other boards. So we have the power supply board with yeah, one cable going to the, come on, give it up for me. No, it doesn't want to. This is only 2 wires, and it goes to the front, to the, you can see it, to that on-off switch. Yeah. Let's get it out. Wow, these are, okay, I almost killed that one. These are nice connectors, if a little cheap. I will be in shot in a second. Just sitting down again. You see, they work as follows. You have just here your tint connections, and so you have your typical power supply. Unfortunately, it's not labeled, but it has here 2 pins for an on-off, which seems to be mains coming in from this side. There's a fuse and a real fuse holder, common mode choke, big capacitors. Sorry, I'm focusing. 10 ohm resistor to limit the inrush. Yeah. This is, oh yeah, of course. I mean, this is a Canon. So this is a Nichicon capacitor. What else? And yeah, I mean, it's a power supply, and it's controlled by one chip, and this is probably this body down here, and it has an on-off, which is yeah, connection to the front that was in here. That is so far away from mains in that, and it's on the low voltage side. Look at the isolation distance here. That this is probably a soft power on-off. Yeah, nothing else to write home about. I would have liked to have one of these heat sinks for one of my projects where I fiddled something together. A heatsink like that. Maybe I'm running out of cards, but there is of course a link below. Yeah, the rest of the capacitors I can't find a branding on. This is not a capacitor, by the way. This is yeah, an inductor, L51, and yeah, it has 3 connections. So yeah, maybe a choke too before the output. Big rectifying diode here. This is also a rectifying diode. This is maybe a diode bridge. It has 4 legs, and yeah, this is input rectifier. Yeah, an RB406. So yeah, quite standard. Still available today, I guess. And just PCI. This is not a PCI controller, or PC1 probably. Yeah, have a look at that, then I can focus. So, NEC Japan, PS25612 N451. That's probably the production date here. And it has a weird symbol here. Can I zoom in some more? I don't believe it. I know the symbol. Trying to zoom a little bit more. But now it can't focus. It looks like the, I can be wrong, the VDE, VDE, Verein Deutscher Elektriker, so the organization of the German electricians approval seal. Yeah, well, that's the power supply for you, and yeah, I will try to find out at a later point what it can supply. Yeah. Moving on. The controller board, and I'm not sure if that will be easy to get out. Okay, there must be somewhere else some more screws holding that in, and I see them. These were the screws sorry, changing perspective. These were the screws I initially loosened and thought I won't need to lose them. In comparison to the newer Canon scanner, which was a low-cost product, there goes another cable somewhere, and we can keep these screws on. Okay, where does that cable go, and what does it do? Oh, okay, turning it around. Ah, okay. Aha. Yeah. a little optical sensor to, and now it will fall off on the other side. Yep. To indicate when it's in its resting position. The scanning assembly, that is. So, yeah. Trying to untangle the rest of the cables here. These were going to the front and can be removed by pulling. These go also. Ah, that was the stepper motor connection. And I can remove these by, oh, this was not the stepper motor, was something else. And here, now I can show you. Here the trick is you press it back and then you can simply get the thingies out, and if mounting it you push it back and you put the thingies in. Sorry, almost out of shot, and then you release it and it's fastened. So maybe they have a tool for that. But anyway, yeah, the controller board with a socketed chip. Let's have a look at that. So that's the board. I removed that the back and the daughter board. Nothing special about here. No active components. Just the option connector and yeah, the second SCSI port going through went through a flat cable, which I can't get out. No, one-way trip. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Power comes in here. There are some capacitors, of course. Then we have two Toshiba, let me zoom in, TA7289P, made in 1995, 19th week. And yeah, since they have some heat sinking, I guess these are the drivers for the stepper motor. How about that? We have big Epson EO2A15LA, copyright 1994, which is, I guess, a microcontroller of sorts. And next to it we have another power chip, BH9590FP. Okay, we were up here and now we're going down there. Yeah, sorry. They mixed the orientation. Then we have an H83003 or HD64 1300 3F16. So, interesting. Looks also like a microcontroller, two microcontrollers. I don't know. One signal processor, one microcontroller, because if you remember on the optical assembly with the charge coupled device, there was not much on it. yeah, one digital IC and yeah, maybe amplifiers. Yeah, then we have the Epson Psycho M10A 595PA or LH531V02. Also dates back to 95. And finally we have something that looks like some RAM or flash LC338 1 to 8, so 128 M70. So RAM or flash. Probably RAM, 128 megabit, I guess. So that was this row of chips. Then we have two oddballs out here. Yeah, again, can I focus? Thank you. 74 LSO 5 or 6. And L74 LS 107A, and there was a even smaller guy over here. It looks like an amplifier for some sorts. 953A. So the outliers here. Then we come to the third microcontroller or something. Or maybe one of them must be a microcontroller. One of them is obviously a SCSI controller. And yeah, okay, let's try to read that off. So that's an Epson EO2A 14EC, also made in 95. Yeah, we had these little guys we already had. Then we have here, that's not Motorola, is it? No, an MP7695AS, also made in 95. So 072 leaves us with these two and that little guy here. That's 318, and yeah, the last of the big ones. Senyo LC338128M70. So yeah, SRAM or DRAM or I don't think flash. Another 128 megabit, and the same here, and that's it. Nothing active going on the backside. Yeah, and that was the whole mess today in panoramic view I had going on. Yeah, absolutely the antithesis to the scanner, Canon light scanner, light USB scanner. So yeah, bye.